Hi, welcome to episode 30 of The Kitchen Sink, my weekly vlog. I'm Eric J. Barkman, and today I'll be talking about the third episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, titled The Asset. Now remember, if you haven't seen the episode yet, you should wait to watch this, as there will be spoilers. So in my opinion, the show just keeps getting better and better, as the characters seem to be getting more into a rhythm with each other. We're starting to see a bit more of human side to Agent Ward, in addition to just his tough agentness. While Skye seems to have made the decision to stick with S.H.I.E.L.D, although it remains to be seen how this will connect to a little bit we got last episode with her responding to someone about having infiltrated the team. And of course, Agent Melinda May has decided that she will be okay with going out on the actual missions rather than just being the pilot, in order to keep Coulson safer. As for Coulson himself, the mystery of what's going on with him deepens as we now find out he seems to be missing some of his muscle memory for when it comes to guns. Now, a lot of people are thinking this is further proof that he's an LMD, which doesn't make sense to me. Muscle memory should be one of the easier things to program into an LMD. It would be episodic memory to, make sure he remembers everything that's happened to Coulson. That would be harder. Because what to do with a gun, that you can, write that up, you can put that into an LMD for anyone and it wouldn't be an issue. So I still think there's something else going on here. I'm thinking it is the real Coulson. The thing that's hidden is what happened to him, how he really survived. But we'll have to see how that goes. And of course, one of the most exciting things this episode was we got our first example of a character from the comics being truly introduced in the show. I know I mentioned in the first episode that Mike Peterson is technically a character from the comics, but that it was more just they happened to accidentally use the same name and realize it afterwards. And here we have the character of Franklin Hall being introduced, who in the comics is the villain Graviton, and well, surprise, surprise, what happens in the episode? He's trying to get rid of Gravitonium. Things go wrong. He gets sucked into it, and in the little bit at the end, we see that he's still in the Gravitonium, and we see his hand kind of reaching out. So it seems he'll be coming back as an actual supervillain. Now in the comics, Graviton was also a scientist, Dr. Franklin Hall, and he was also doing research, although with comics it was studying gravitons rather than gravitonium. Something went wrong, there was an explosion or something, and he gained the ability to manipulate gravity, which seems like it'll be what his powers will be in the show as well, considering he's merged with gravitonium, which can be used to manipulate gravity. So we'll see how that goes. Also, interestingly, I believe it was mentioned in the episode that he was Canadian, and in the comics it was an experiment he was doing in a facility in the Canadian Rockies. So yeah, either way, it should be interesting to see how and when he'll come back. Tomorrow is another new episode of S.H.I.E.L.D. titled I Spy. It'll be dealing with an agent trained by Coulson who has gone rogue, and we'll see how that goes. If you have anything to say, leave it in the comments down below. Thumbs the video up if you like it. Thumbs it down if you don't, and subscribing would be great. Get to 10 subscribers, and I am making a gag reel, blooper video type thingy. So yeah, and have fun.